Heyo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? It's been a hot minute since I made a video and I figured, you know what, I got nothing going on tonight. Just sitting there watching some Netflix show called Vikings, pretty dope. And yeah, I was like, you know what? I looked at the GoPro and was like, I haven't picked this thing up since I made the video about the microphones, and I'm pretty sure that was a little while ago, at least a week ago, maybe even 3, I don't know. I haven't been doing too much lately. Just the same old, same old. I love the lighting in my house. Yeah, literally all I've been doing for the past 3 weeks-ish is my day. I wake up at 4:45 a.m., smash a pre-workout, hit the gym by 5:30, finish up by 7, have a shower, get dressed, get my lunch ready, go to work, put in my 8-hour shift, get off work, come home, do well, I've just been pacing and getting the rest of my steps in, aiming for 20,000 steps a day. Go to bed at around 8 o'clock at night. That's been my entire day, Monday to Friday. On the weekends, I get out and do more. I go hang out with friends, you know, and do stuff. Like right now, it's still wintering outside. We still got a lot of snow out there. Can't get on to my spring projects yet because the weather's still, you know, it is spring, but Mother Nature didn't get the memo. So we're still getting dumped on with frickin' snow. We had a wicked snowstorm last Saturday. It was pretty awesome. My friend almost canceled the party plans, but I told them, I was like, listen, 2 more hours and that snow is gonna subside. And sure enough, in 2 hours, the snow stopped and it was smooth sailing all night. So we lucked out. Well, I think so, because I really didn't feel like doing nothing that night. I really wanted to get out and do something, because my Monday to Friday is pretty much training, and trying to burn fat and gain muscle. And it has been working. I finally broke the 220-pound barrier. I'm down to 218 pounds, 2 more pounds, and I'll be back to where I was in 2019 at 216, but I still want to go further down the scale. However, I'm doing it not aggressively like I did back then, with the 5-day fasting, the 10-day fasting, the 15-day fasting. I'm applying more science to the weight loss. So I'm doing, I guess you can say, I'm eating mainly my protein and the other macros, whatever. But I'm only consuming in a day about 2,100 calories. So I did the math on my TDE. If I were just to sit in the office all day and do nothing and just come home and sit in my office chair and do nothing, I would burn roughly in a day 2,151 calories. All right. A lot of people don't know what their TDEE is. It's the total daily energy expenditure. It's what you'll burn on average by doing nothing, just being sedentary all day, sitting in a chair in an office. Now, I do other stuff that ups the TDE, like the 1.5-hour workout, and then that there will burn, they say, roughly anywhere from 450 to 600 calories, depending on how intense. So I just say 500 calories, you know, add that to my TDE, double E, I should say, TDEE. So that gives me 2,500 calories that I can consume in a day. And for every 10,000 steps I take at my current weight, my height, and my age, I burn about 610 calories. So that's why I'm aiming for 20,000 steps a day, which I'm getting more right now because I'm pacing around like an idiot. I'm currently at 20,256. Not sure if you can read that. Probably can't because GoPro can't focus. But that's what I'm sitting at right now, is 20,257, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. It's been working. I've been noticing that, well, here, I'll give you guys a little body shot if you actually want to see the results. So it's been working. I'm not about to lift my shirt, but the gut doesn't stick out half as far as it used to. And I'm feeling really good. Like, I'm feeling really good. Got no inflammation problems. I got to tighten my belt up. I might have to cut some parts off of it again to make it fit right. Freaking camera got unplugged. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm like heavy on this fitness goal. Now you're probably saying, Adam, you're working out every day. What are you doing? I'm doing a bro split, sort of. So day 1, it's chest, shoulders, and triceps. Day 2, it's back and biceps. Day 3, leg day. Once I'm done day 3, back to day 1. Do I take a rest day? Hard no. I just keep revolving. For chest, I've been doing a lot of flat and incline work. I should do some decline work and get the lower taters a little pumped up, but been doing a lot of that. For shoulders, I've been doing front raises, laterals, bent over rows, face pulls, barbell stand-up raises, barbell stand-up raises, all the fun stuff, you know, really just to get the shoulders completely annihilated. And then for triceps, I've been doing the rope pull down, straight bar pull down, skull crushers with both the dumbbells and the easy curl bar, just to get those triceps completely just destroyed. I want to wake up the next day and I want my chest to be on fire, my shoulders to hate my life, and my triceps to be completely annihilated. Doing high volume at about, I want to say 65% max weight. And then for back and biceps, I've been using the Bowflex, mind you, but it works. Oh, also for the chest, I do cable flies. That's something else with the Bowflex. I do incline cable flies, and then I do everything else with the Bowflex adjustable weights on the incline bench. And on the bench I showed you on the previous video. Let me show you the bench. So I've been using this bench here. It inclines. You can incline the seat. It's currently in the position that I like. It's about a 45, and then you just push the weights straight up in the air. Been using the Bowflex too. The cat didn't puke in here again. Sweet. Been using the Bowflex for back workouts. I'll grab that bar up top, hook it on, and then do seated lower rows and then seated upper rows. And then I'll grab the ends of the bar and then go wide to blast the rear delts. And then I'll even use this pulley here with the cable attached down here, hooked up to weights, with that strap right here. I'll grab this strap right here and hook it up and then do face pulls. And I'll literally stand back here and just start ripping. Stand here with my feet equal to the pedestal and just start ripping it. And it works out really good. It gets your rear delts really fired up. I'll do bent over, I don't know what the hell are bent over flies, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the terms for the workouts, but I'll do all that for shoulders just to get them right fired up so that when I wake up the next day, that body part knows I beat the ever-loving shit out of it, and hopefully it grows, because that would be cool. Now leg day. Leg day, that's something that a lot of people skip. I know a lot of my friends do. They'll do a bro split. Monday they go in, they'll hit their chest, shoulders, and triceps. Tuesday they'll hit their back and biceps, and Wednesday they take a day off, Thursday they go back in, and they got like toothpicks for legs. I don't want to be that guy. I want to wear shorts this summer, and you know, if I'm going to be building an upper body, have the lower body to match the upper body, right? So I've been giving her pretty hard there, obviously every morning for an hour and a half. For legs, I've been using the Bowflex again. I'll do leg extensions. This cable that's laying over there comes underneath and hooks up to these, and then you hook up your power rods, and you can do leg extensions. I got to get some oil in the bottom pulley because she's kind of, oh, you feel the drag. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. Probably saying, how does this work? Well, that seat there clips onto this guy here, and you sit on it, and then you put your knees down there, hook your feet on that one there, and you can do front raises. Then you roll over, put your knees resting on these pads, hook your feet in here, and you can basically do workouts for your hamstrings, and let me tell you, it also fires the glutes. Also, I've been doing deadlifts, but I do sumo deadlifts because I have no idea how to attack my interior of my legs. So I bust some sumos with this setup here. I had to take some weight off because I needed the weight for the easy curl bar. I need more plates. Those haven't come down in price yet. I ain't paying no $2.50 a pound. Forget it. But I've been doing sumo deadlifts with that, so I'm constantly swapping plates, trying to make it heavier. So I'll put about, right now there's 120 pounds on the bar, and the bar comes in at 18 pounds, so 138 pounds on that bar. But I'll usually take all the weights off of the easy curl bar and slap them on there as well, and then rip that, and it's a pretty good time. I was told I should do RDLs. I can do those with these, Roman deadlifts with the dumbbells. I don't know. I'd rather just do deadlifts with the guy down there. Do sumo, push your arse out, hinge at the hips, and then really go wide stance and just friggin' push back up, and it really gets your insides going. I also do squats. Don't think I've cut out the squats. I definitely have been doing squats. I got about 200 pounds on the bar here, and the bar is 22, so I've been doing 222. I start off that way, 222 for 10 reps, 10 sets, just to completely exhaust pretty much everything, because the squat targets everything on your legs, your quads, your hamstrings. But at the top of it, I'll go on my tiptoes just to light up the calves too. I don't do that very often because what I normally do for calves is I use the stairwell and I grab the two 40-pound dumbbells and I start doing presses so I can get the ankle right, or the calf stretched right out, and then press it back up and stretch it right out and press it back up, just to damage the living shit out of it so that it repairs and gets bigger, right? Because that's what a lot of people aren't doing when they're working out, is they're not giving that full stretch. Like they're doing bench press, but they're coming to here and pushing it back up, coming to here and pushing it back up. Well, you're not stretching the muscle. So if you come right down and really stretch that muscle, you're going to do some tearing in a good way, not in a bad way. You're going to do some tearing, and it's going to, when it repairs, get thicker. So you don't want to be stupid when you do it. Go down enough where you can feel the stretch and it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Now, I'm not a body builder influencer on YouTube. You guys know I just put up random videos about whatever the hell's going on in my life. And I've been doing that for a while. So if any of you out there are actually like pro and have been doing it longer and you see things I'm doing wrong, or you have any ideas for an exercise I should be doing that I'm not doing, definitely leave it down below. But mainly for my workouts, I'm using what I have in the house. I'm not going to an actual gym. I'm not paying for a damn membership because I pretty much bought a bunch of junk for my house so I can work out in the comfort of my own home without having to jump in my truck and go somewhere and then fight for machines, against social media weightlifters. You know, those guys who got to set up their cell phone on a tripod and do TikToks and stuff. I don't have time for that. Rather just work out at home and then feel great about it. So a lot of people are asking about the workouts and the fitness, and they said that they wanted to hear more about it. So that's been basically my day. Tomorrow is leg day, which I dread at first until I get into it. And then after leg day, I feel amazing because let me tell you, if you're someone who suffers with a low testosterone score, it's because you're not doing legs. Go to the freaking gym, do legs. Like honestly, every study shows that squatting, deadlifting, those two alone can increase your testosterone score, which is pretty freaking cool that movement can do that. Probably because it just destroys your glutes. And that's where the old prostate resides. I don't know the science behind it. I just read the papers on natural testosterone boosters. And the #1 natural testosterone booster on the market is going to the freaking gym and doing squats. Now, there was a lot of people who were talking about me doing the carnivore diet. I'm kind of not really doing the carnivore diet per se. I do eat a lot of... like my lunches literally consist of 2 protein bars or pepperettes. This week it's pepperettes because I never made it to Walmart to buy the Grenade bars. I like those things. They're low in carbs. They're 20 grams of protein per. But I've been doing either the protein bars by Grenade or the pepperettes. So this week I'm on these rotisserie chicken pepperettes. They're fantastic. There's like 6 grams of protein per pepperette. So I'll bring 5 of those with me to work. That's 30 grams straight up. And then 3 chicken breasts, boneless, skinless. And the weight always varies. I'm still weighing my meals just so I can get the numbers down to a science. And then throughout the day, I'll pick at it. I won't eat it all in one sitting because the way protein works is your body can absorb more than 30 grams. There was this old study done where your body can only absorb 30 grams of protein. Anything else is wasted. Not true. Your body can absorb and utilize a lot more than 30 grams of protein. However, when you're eating a diet like mine, which is protein oriented, what happens when you consume a mass amount of protein is your body will go into a state called gluconeogenesis, where it'll start breaking down protein into glucagon to use to fuel the body. When your body is in gluconeogenesis, you know this because you get really freaking warm. Your thermogenic effect will go through the roof. You ever heard of the steak sweats or the meat sweats when somebody eats a lot of meat and they just start sweating? This is the reason why. It's not because they're about to have a heart attack. It's because their body has literally gone into gluconeogenesis. Thermogenic effect kicks in. Your body is literally burning calories to break down the proteins in the meat to convert it over to glucagon so that your body has kind of like a carbohydrate to use. So my main, when I say that I focus on protein, don't think I'm like consuming 1,000 grams of protein, because that's 4,000 calories alone. I'm literally aiming for my body weight in protein. Today I kind of went over. I think I'm at like 280 grams of protein, which is about 1,060 calories, we'll say. And the rest is carbs and fats. Not many, but there's some. And I've been doing this now for, oh God, over 4 weeks. And it's been working. Like, I've been noticing ab definition showing up. I've been noticing my pants don't fit unless I have my belt. If I don't have my belt, these things will be around my ankles. Is it a diet I suggest for everyone? No, I don't suggest it for anyone. If you want to try it, give it a go. Like, literally focus on protein. And I had a friend who is like super hardcore vegan who was like, why don't you eat vegetable protein? My problem with vegetable proteins is there's not a lot of proteins in vegetables, and the bioavailability of the protein is a lot harder to absorb than it is from meat. If you look at the protein bioavailability scale, your number one protein is milk. Your body can absorb it so fast. It's actually 115% that your body can absorb from milk. And speaking of milk, have you guys tried this shit yet? Oh my God, it's so good. I've been putting this in my protein shakes in the morning. Friggin' Fairlife. Have you guys tried this? It's like, this is 0%, so it's ultra filtered skim milk. It's got what? 0.3 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, 6 grams of sugar, whatever. After a workout, you need it. But 14 grams of freaking protein in a 250 ml glass. So I will take easily 2 glasses of this, 500 ml, put it in my shaker cup, grab 2 scoops of freaking Mutant over here, because let me tell you, the price on whey protein is ridiculous right now. I used to get the Revolutions at Walmart for $29.97 for a 3-pound tub, and I went to go pick some up, and all of a sudden they're $45 freaking dollars. I was like, what happened? Came home, jumped on the interwebs, looked it up, and was like, oh, apparently there's a supply chain shortage, because that's what they've been using for everything out there. Oh, you bought a new car, you're not going to get it for like a year because there's a supply chain shortage. Oh, the price of lumber's gone up because there's a supply chain shortage. It's what they're dropping on everything nowadays. A supply chain shortage, a supply chain shortage. Well, I see the supply train driving through town all the time. There's a whole bunch of freaking transports out there. Isn't that what they're doing? They're supplying the chain? I don't know. I don't know. I know the price of diesel is kind of stupid right now. So I don't think it's a supply chain shortage. I think it's because diesel's expensive, it's a cost to manufacture that went up. You think about it with milk. They need diesel to process the food for the cows. I don't think they use diesel to milk the cows. I know they don't do it the old-fashioned way where they grab the teats and just start tugging. They have machines for that, but I'm pretty sure they don't run on diesel because, Jesus, Murphy, imagine like a 10-horse diesel engine just torquing the shit out of a poor cow. I'd feel bad for the cow. But yeah, right after my workout, I'll make myself a protein shake, slam that. It gives me about 72 freaking grams of protein first thing in the morning, boys. You go into the shower, and by the time you even turn the water on, you're already sweating from the freaking gluconeogenesis that's just destroying your body. It's awesome. And then you have a great shower, go upstairs, get dressed, take on the day, you know, bring my lunch to work. At about 10:30, I'll have my pepperettes, usually around 10, and then noon I'll have one chicken breast, and then 1:30 I'll have another one, and then around 3 I'll have another one, and then I come home. I just ate dinner at 7, and here we are. Here we freaking are. So, but yeah, I'm not really doing carnivore. A lot of people are asking, like, is carnivore bad? Will it frig over your cholesterol? So hear me out. I posted a video a while ago about Christmas in the hospital or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. Hospitalized at Christmas or some nonsense. Anyway, while I was in there, I was doing carnivore from, I want to say, September until about, well, until then, because yeah, that was fun. And they had to draw my blood. They also had to give me a diabetes test where they checked my blood sugar, and that came back perfect. which is awesome because I was classified as onset diabetes type 2, and obviously I beat that, so go team me. They tested my blood, and I asked them once they tested it that, how's my cholesterol look? And they're like, well, why are you concerned about your cholesterol? And I said, well, for the past 3 months, I've just been eating carnivore, lots of meat, nothing else. Some dairy, I'd have cheese and milk, but mainly I would focus on meat, like steaks and ground beef and chicken and pork. And they're like, actually, that's kind of funny that you mentioned that because your cholesterol didn't even set off an alarm. Your HDL is perfect and your LDL is on spot. That's a lot of things people don't understand. 2 cholesterols. HDL, the good cholesterol, and LDL, the bad cholesterol. Now, you eat a lot of processed junk food, your LDL is going to go up. You're going to be at risk of cardiac arrest. You're going to build up a lot of cholesterol plaque on your organs. Problems are going to happen. It is what it is. However, if you eat good meat and not processed junk, you'll probably be okay. So when I say carnivore diet, I don't mean go to the store and buy a Michelina's freaking one of those chicken Kievs or whatever the hell they call them, where it's like chicken stuffed with cheese, because Jesus Murphy, that's probably not even chicken. Probably like everything they didn't give you with the chicken breast in the package. It's just the rest of the chicken ground up and shaped and stuffed with cheese and breaded and sent out. Add some seasoning, give it some flavor, and nobody can tell the difference, right? Kind of like Rotten Ronnie's. Don't want to be eating that stuff. Holy, fast food. You guarantee those patties show up frozen. They don't make them right in the freaking place with ground beef. Guaranteed those fast food restaurants are buying frozen patties from somewhere and just putting them together. You don't know what's in them. A beef patty should have one ingredient, beef. Unless you want to chuck an egg in there so they stick together better. Then beef and egg, you know? Doesn't get any more carnivore than that. Throw some seasoning into it too if you want to make it taste a little better. Sure enough, my cholesterol was fine. My blood work was fine. Everything was fine. They were like, holy crap, you're actually really freaking healthy. Except for the fact that your appendix exploded. Actually, kind of funny story. It was such a bad explosion in the appendix that they charged me for an ambulance I didn't take. Called them up, told them, I said, hey, I just got a bill for an ambulance for the 21st. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, unless my truck constitutes as an emergency vehicle, I'm not paying this bill. And if you expect me to pay this bill, I want some sick cherries on the roof of my Ford. They basically waived the bill because they thought like it was such a bad thing that they thought for sure that I took an ambulance and I didn't drive. So whatever. But yeah. So I do want to apologize for not putting out a video sooner, guys. I definitely want to apologize for that. It's just like I said, all I've been doing is sleep, lift, work, eat, repeat. And I just didn't know what to make a video on. I got to figure out how I used to make a video every freaking day, because honestly, I've been getting kind of bored lately, because it's like when you lift in the morning, you shouldn't come home and lift again, even though I really want to. And my buddy's like, you need to take rest days. You need to take rest days. Let your body regenerate. I took a rest day on a Sunday this one time, and all I could think about was lifting. It was so bad. It was the worst thing in the history of worst things. I just wanted to come down and do something. And then I was like, you know what, screw it. I came down and I did abs. Just started running the ab flyer, laying on the bench, doing crunches, doing friggin' all sorts of different friggin' ab workouts, hanging from the bar back there on the power rack. Took that thing off, hung from the bar, did knee lifts. Like I can't do leg lifts because I'll end up drop kicking the microwave because she's kind of close. So if I start spinning my legs out, I'll probably end up kicking Oreos food all over the place or something. So maybe not. I don't know if I'd reach that. I probably wouldn't reach that. But I've been doing those to basically build up my core, get it a little bit stronger so that when the fat goes away, it shows through, and it shows through nicely for that aesthetic look, that warrior look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm saying. Unless you don't, then I'm sorry. No, I want to go into this summer. I want to be able to go down to the point and go fishing. And if I feel like taking my shirt off because it's freaking hotter than hell and it's covered in sweat, I won't be embarrassed to show my upper body. Because, you know, if I take my pants off and show my lower body, I'll probably get busted for indecent exposure and go to prison. And I don't really want that. So upper body, fine. Lower body, 9. That was German for all you people out there. So it's like 7:30 now. I normally go to bed in about a half an hour to an hour, 7:30 or 8:30-ish. Usually call her quits, go lay down, pass out around 9. Alarm wakes me up at 4:45. Back at her again. That's been the life. I do have some stuff I want to do around here. Tomorrow night I got to collect all my garbage and get it ready for Thursday's pickup. And like next week's a 4-day work week. Dope. Easter weekend. I think it's next week. Yeah, next week, Easter weekend. That's pretty dope. What am I gonna do for those 4 days? I have no freaking idea. I'm honestly no idea. probably gonna lift and eat. Enjoy life by lifting and eating. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and shut this video down because all I'm doing is pacing, talking about fitness and all the food I shove in my cake hole. And that's probably getting pretty boring. Actually, a lot of you probably tuned out by now and I don't blame you. But if you didn't and you made it this far, give that like button a click. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go, boys. And until next time, fish, lift, cycle, never stop. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.